the book of Revelation, it tells us that there will be people from every nation, tribe and tongue around the throne of God when Jesus comes back. I wonder if you ever thought how that's going to happen. That's what we're here for. That's what GRN is on about. We want people from every nation, every tribe, every language to hear the good news of Jesus Christ and become part of his family. It's a huge task for two reasons. One, because there's an awful lot of languages out there, a lot of different ways that people speak. And secondly, because a lot of people don't read and can't read even if there is something written in their language. So how many languages are there in the world and how many have been translated? If we're talking about written language, we're talking something of the order of 6,900 written languages. If we're talking about spoken language, I don't think anyone really knows the answer, maybe in excess of 12,000 spoken forms. How many have been translated? You've got full New Testaments and significant portions in maybe another 2,500, 3,000. So there's still a lot where there is less than that, maybe a gospel or a book or two of the Bible, and many with nothing yet translated and written down. So this is where GRN comes in. Sometimes we're actually a forerunner to the Bible translation movement. We get the Bible stories, basic Bible messages into the languages of the people. It creates an interest in the scriptures, creates a desire to actually translate, and so that process then kicks off. But for many small languages, it's unlikely that there'll ever be much scripture translated into those languages. And even if it is, there might not be anything else translated into those languages. So will the people actually learn effectively to read those languages? So we need to find a way to get them the message, regardless of what's happening with Bible translation. So what we do, we've got teams of people in many different countries in the world who are all looking for these priority people groups. People groups with no other resources to tell them about the good news, probably no church, no scriptures, often where literacy is low, or where they're part of what we call oral cultures. Now, oral cultures are the people who don't use reading and writing very much, even if they have that ability. So when we identify these priority people, we work with them to produce Bible stories, the basic teaching of the Bible, in the language, in the accent, in the cultural style that works best for them. But the reality is that the gospel message needs to challenge and transform our worldview. And for most people, our worldview is about 70–80% complete by the time we're about 12 years of age, and it happens in the language that we speak at home. Many people are multilingual. You can hear and receive and learn other material in a second language, a national language or a trade language. But when you want that message to really interact with our worldview and transform people from deep within, usually it's better that it comes in their heart language, a language that they learned at their mother's knee, as it were. So that's why it's very important to get basic Bible evangelism material in the heart language of every people group. One of the advantages of producing recordings, whether they be audio or audio-visual, is, well, the recording doesn't get tired like a speaker might get tired. The recording doesn't get sick. The recording can be listened to over and over again, and without the speaker getting bored with what they're saying, so that the listener, so the hearer has a chance to hear it over and over again and really understand deeply what's going on. Sometimes the speakers, a missionary, for example, might be kicked out of the country. They can't be present. Recordings are there, they can be listened to. They can be listened to silently through a headset if you've got a security situation, a dangerous situation. They can be broadcast through a loudspeaker system to thousands of people at one time. So there's a lot of great strengths in audio material. Not the only way, of course. A live preacher can be great, but audio materials certainly have a very important place. We have some specific needs. We need people with IT skills. Everything's IT based these days. We need people with an interest and skills in audio technology. We really need people, we need Westerners who want to learn to be recorders, to go and do some recording in the field, not so much so they can be long-term recorders, but so they can be trainers of our people. We have teams from 20 or 30 different countries around the world. Some of them don't come from a strong educational background. They need training, they need technical support, they need help. We need people to help us with promotions. We need people, more than anything else, we need people who will pray. And of course we need people who will support the work financially. This equipment's expensive, travelling to other countries, getting recordings done, and it's not cheap. Making the stuff available is not cheap. So all the usual kinds of needs that mission organisations have.